Guilty Gear Strive is a game you can play. No matter what anyone says, Guilty Gear is certainly a game released in the last decade. You play as a relatively big cast of characters, but throw that out because you only like 2 of them. Just like I threw out this entire video because it was boring and had to remake it from scratch.
One made a good fighting game and they didn't really care. In fact, when I
Oh
picked
my
up
god, I
Strive for the
hate
first
it.
time-
Now, to play Guilty Gear, you must have deep fighting game knowledge, like what a 236 Tardo Kizemi 50-50 mix-up is. Those are real terms. I'm just kidding, you can just pick up the game and play. Guilty Gear is actually a very welcoming game, if you like welcoming people with spikes on your porch. Telling someone there is a normal fighting game that is good for beginners is like saying Elden Ring is good for the uninitiated. Sure, it might be easier than its other counterparts in certain aspects, but you are still gonna have a bad time. Still, the game is definitely simpler than other fighting games, which, well, for the average fighting game player, maybe beneath them. For me, and luckily you, is perfect, because we're both casuals. The difference is I have 80 hours in and have reached floor 10, and hopefully you haven't, or it'll make this entire bit a humiliation gank on my front. Oh, I should probably talk about the game. To start off, the story is...
Mankind.
And that's the story. Now, onto what do we care about? Killing people, because we're humans and we love violence.
I will speak to you in the language you understand. Violence.
This game's main unique mechanic is the Roman cancel. Why is it Roman? I don't know, it sounded cool. It lets your character come back to neutral, wherever that means. The cool part is that it slows down time, allowing for several things that do not know how to execute. Like how fighting games, this one has combos, and oh boy, I've heard they're actually not as bad as Melty Blood or... But I'm not a pro fighting game player. I just see long move list and throw it into the garbage. I don't know how I got into floor 10, please help me. Oh right, the floor system. The game determines your rank by the floors in a tower. There are 10 floors and then Celestial. Celestial is a heated topic, and the floor system in general is quite flawed. But I call that survival of the fittest. Now about those characters, as I said before, there are a lot of them, but I personally like Jacko and... Yeah, I play Happy Chaos, but don't worry, I only use him against my friends because I love them and they deserve to suffer. I actually have art of him in my commission, and some I made myself. This one has just got too much drip. Now, onto the music that's got a lot of deep meaning to it, such as...
It took me 10 years to find the answer to something I forgot about it in 2 seconds. That's about it!
Music writing at its finest. But yeah, that's Guilty Gear. This video is just meant as a test to see how I like this YouTube stuff, so I didn't want to make it too long. Check on my Twitter, I post free art in there sometimes. This channel probably consists of videos like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go shoot people.